What's up, everybody? Today is Wednesday, January 12th, 2022. Episode 240 of 4 and 3 Sports Talk is here. Good morning. Good to see you. It's beautiful, to me anyway, weather-wise. Got a big day coming up. Hoophall Classic. Bay State Bulls. Shout out to Coach Dion Bird, my guy. Going up against the Springfield International Charter. We've got the Golden Eagles. We're getting ready to play Bristol Central. So huge stuff going on for the Hoophall Classic. A lot of stuff going on in Springfield, and I'm happy to bring it to you. Happy to see you all. Shout out to you if you're watching it. Again, shout out to Coach Dion Bird. Shout out to Coach Pat Ochoa. Thank you, Coach Ochoa, also for the work you're doing with the Basketball Hall of Fame. That is greatly appreciated, and making the Hoop Hall go off without a hitch. All right, so today we're going to talk about college basketball on both the men's and women's side. As I alluded to, I got something as far as the Hoophall Classic's concerned. I just sat back and whatever I thought about it, I wrote, based on the facts I had on another sheet of paper. NHL, NBA, and then the news I hit you with, including something I feel like I want to talk about. Really quickly and just right off the bat. Chauncey Billups, Portland Trailblazers coach. They're not really doing that good this season. He went as far as to say that Kyrie Irving was probably the most skilled point guard in NBA history. That's a tall order. Honestly, when you think about guys like Oscar Robertson, Steve Nash, Isaiah Thomas, White Chocolate, Jason Williams. And those are just like a few to mention. There are so many good point guards that the game of basketball has seen. And I think it's a lot to say that. I understand people go through issues. Mental health is something serious that none of us should joke about. But I think that while Kyrie was out and stuff like that, I can't think of any other of the great point guards, that missed time, and I'm not saying that, again, mental health is real, and that's not an issue to be played around with, but excuse me, that wasn't COVID, don't worry. I feel like he's good, but not the best point guard. Anyway, in other news, the league's latest expansion team, we're talking about Major League Soccer, Charlotte FC has selected Ben Banderas as the number 1 overall pick. Maryland Terrapin, he is a midfielder, 3rd most goals, I believe, in school history. So, shoot, man, it's always good to see those number 1 overall picks. Usually it's because the franchise ends up not doing well the year before, but there's always like this glimmer of hope that comes about when you select a kid or a player number 1. So the Giants have finally fucking fired Joe Judge. I would say what's awesome about this is I thought a couple weeks ago it wasn't going to happen. I saw a lot of stories that indicated that it wasn't going to happen, and to see it happen, and have a little brother who's a Giants fan, it's just fucking amazing, honestly. Dave Gettleman, the GM, which I get on from week to week, retired yesterday. So if that is anything for you Giants fans to be happy about, yeah, most definitely. Another Giant is gone, and that is offensive coordinator. What is his name? I forgot to write it down. The Giants' offensive coordinator, Rob Sale, has left and is going to be the Florida Gators' offensive coordinator. So he got out of that dumpster fire. He survived it. Joe Judge is fired after 2 seasons. memorable stuff about him. I don't know if, you guys can judge this how you want to. Quarterback sneak on 3rd and 9. And then just like the handling with Saquon and his injury and stuff like that, it's just didn't really sit well with me. And then yesterday's ignorant and arrogant remarks. Get the fuck out of here. Some somber news right here. Legendary golf writer, broadcaster Tim Rosaforte died at the age of 66. Covered a lot of the big Masters tournaments, including Tiger's first victory, and he will be missed by a lot of people, unfortunately. 3 days, playoff football begins. LV Raiders travel to Cincy to play against Burrow and Jamar Chase, and that connection over there. Don't forget about Boyd, who's a real good receiver too. Plays for the Bengals. A lot of people forget about him. Tyler Eifert and all that. I still think Cincy's gonna win by a lot, but the Raiders are. I don't think anybody in the AFC wants to play them. They're battle tested. They play the Chiefs twice a year, and they had a chance to play in the AFC, which wasn't really the best conference this year, but it was competitive. So the Raiders sneaked away a lot of wins in which, shoot, man, when you're looking at it on paper, it doesn't really look like they're going to win those matches, but they did. Week 18's over. Wild card weekend is upon us, and Raiders are going to lose to Cincy. Among other things, like the Bills bringing fucking Mac Jones back down to earth. You're a rookie. And I believe that the Bills are going to do that. And the buzzsaw Josh Allen is going to do his thing as well. So, anyway, that's what we got for the news. Let's hurry up and get through this episode because I'm kind of cold. In the NBA, I got some scores. Chicago over Detroit, 133-87. Ouch. Fourth time in just about 2 weeks that the Chicago Bulls have scored over 130 points and been victorious at the same time. New Orleans Pelicans over the Timberwolves, 128-125. Memphis beats Golden State, 116-108. Steph was shooting his threes, but Memphis pulled away at the end. Ja Morant is the real deal. Phoenix over Toronto, 99-95. Washington beats OKC, 122-118. And in a low-scoring affair, the Clippers managed to beat the Nuggets, 87-85. That goes your NBA scores. NHL, Islanders in the Flames postponed. So has the Hurricanes and the Flyers. Nashville beats Colorado in overtime, 5-4. Chicago over Columbus, 4-2. Florida takes care of Vancouver, 5-2. Tampa Bay over Buffalo, 6-1. Ouch. Toronto beats the Vegas Golden Knights, 4-3. Pittsburgh over Anaheim, 4-1. And San Jose Sharks, who are without Evander Kane, 3-2 over the Detroit Red Wings. Red Wings are never good. That's it for NHL. Now, in Western Mass Sports Wrestling, Longmeadow over Springfield International Charter, 48-18. In swimming, the boys, Westside beat Ludlow 72-50, and Amherst smokes East Hampton 136-15. On the girls' side of things, Ludlow beats Westside 92-65, while Amherst beats East Hampton 124-44. Girls' ice hockey, Longmeadow beats Watertown 5-2. And now, the other part of Western Mass Sports that I want to talk to you guys about, the Hoophall Classic. January 13th through the 17th. Which is coming up. The HHC was not taking place in 2021 due to the coronavirus pandemic, but it's back. Excitement for those who are already fired up basketball fans because this season so far has been everything that we've expected and more. Tips off Thursday afternoon. Games will be played at Blake Arena, Springfield College, from January 13th to 17th, as I had said before. The event's purpose is to showcase our beautiful country's talent at the high school basketball side of things. This year's slate of games are as follows. Two of the top basketball teams in the country in Monteverde Academy out of Florida and IMG will face off. You might remember IMG Academy and their football team coming up here and shellacking my Golden Eagles 49-0. But that was a turning point for a lot of those young men on that football team who will eventually be pros. Yep, so that's gonna happen. That'll be the first game. Then also Monteverde Academy squares off against DeMatha out of Maryland, Catholic high school. Prolific Prep out of Cali goes off against Linkier. Linkier's out of Missouri. And Sunrise Christian, coming all the way from Kansas, gets ready to play Wasatch Academy. And they're coming from Utah, where the Mormons are. Games including teams from Western Mass are going to be the centerpiece of this, obviously. And probably what draws the biggest crowd, in my opinion, something like that. Thursday will be a huge day for the boys' side. The Bay State Academy Bulls and my buddy Dion Bird is going up against Springfield International Charter, formerly known as Sabas. This is a matchup of two of our region's best teams, two of the region's best coaches, and Coach Dion Bird, who is fast approaching 100 wins, currently 90-34. Something tells me he's getting ready to grab number 91 tomorrow. 91 maybe today. I don't know. Yes, so Coach Bird and Springfield International Charter is led by Coach Pat Ochoa. So also making sure he works his hardest to make the Hoophall Classic go off without a hitch, making sure everybody's safe, masked up, and most importantly, enjoying basketball, which is why it's down there. Coach Ochoa, who is the manager of basketball operations at the Hall of Fame, says that we take a lot of pride in this event. It's been a staple in our community and the larger community generally for about 20 years. Wow, most of my life. For the teams involved, there's lots of pride and excitement. For not every team gets a chance to play in the Hoophall Classic on the stage as big as this. Everyone from coaches to players alike do not take this opportunity for granted. There's been very hard, rigorous practices on both the Bulls side and Springfield Charter, and it's going to be awesome to see what happens. Just to see all the basketball get played, and I'm hoping that my Bay State Bulls and my Golden Eagles are victorious. Who knows? Now back to some scores. Girls basketball, Taconic beats Pittsfield 49-34. Aaliyah Phillips with 20 points. Faith Cross drops 14 and almost 10 rebounds as Taconic takes care of Pittsfield and really steps up defensively down the stretch. Springfield International Charter and Mount Greylock 58-28. Springfield International Charter's 4-0 this season. Alicia Mitchell dropped 22 points, and she had a running mate. Alexa Davis, I'm sorry, couldn't really read that for a second. She also dropped 21 as they roll to victory. The Lady Warriors, listen, this is, I can't make this up. The Wacona Lady Warriors are now 8-1 on a 7-game win streak. 7-game win streak. Grace Wigington went off. 39 points. Olivia Camberoni dropped 23, which is also impressive as well. And Coach K has these girls motivated, and honestly, I don't think any team in Western Mass wants to play them right now, which would probably be smart because they just most likely take an L. And South Hadley beats Hampshire 46-32. And those are your scores for girls basketball on the Western Mass Sports side. Let's go to the boys' side. I love this one right here. Springfield International Charter boys beat Apollo Freire 57-50. Free Will Johnson. Amherst Hurricanes take care of Westfield 58-41. Westfield drops to 0-5. Evan Stewart dropped 20, and his friend Calvin dropped 9 as well. Taconic over Pittsfield 71-59. Taconic improves to 5-1 on the season. Agawam over Westside 58-46, and Mount Greylock takes care of Lennox 63-48. Mount Greylock, oh my gosh, wow. pretty good. Now let's move on to college basketball on the men's side. West Virginia takes care of Oklahoma State 70-60. Texas over Oklahoma 66-52. War Eagle, my Auburn Tigers, who are ranked 4th, highest I've ever seen them ranked in my lifetime, all over Bama 81-77. You think that national championship loss trickled down a little bit? I don't know. Illinois over Nebraska 81-71. Florida State beats Miami 65-64. Number 9 Kansas takes care of Iowa State Cyclones 62-61. Syracuse over Pitt 73-61. Texas Tech upsets the Baylor Bears 65-62. Baylor was ranked number 1, if you didn't know. I lost that. Kentucky over Vandy 78-66. Tennessee takes care of South Carolina 66-46. And the Stanford Cardinals upset the USC Trojans, who are ranked number 5th 75-69. What's going on, y'all? To say also about USC, ranked number 5, it was the highest ranking in which they have attained since 1974, which is amazing in itself. And those are your scores for college basketball on the men's side. Let's go to the women's side real quick. UCF over Houston 62-59. Houston's been coming up too. Kind of pissed me off to see them lose. Number 15 Georgia Tech beats Pitt 63-52. Here, the Iowa State Cyclones are successful. They win 93-70 against K-State, and Tulsa beats Eastern Carolina 71-59. A little cold. Finally, let's end the show with some boys' scores for Western Mass Sports. Greenfield over Hopkins. This is basketball. 66-62. Frontier Red Hawks beat Mayhar 57-30. Wow, and that is it. This was episode 240 of 4-3 Sports Talk. Raheem Escalay. So glad to bring this to you. Shout out to the Golden Eagles. Hope you guys win tonight. Deion Bird in the Bay State Bulls. Y'all too. Really hope y'all have a good one. Really hope y'all go out there and win. And I hope everybody enjoys the day. Football this weekend. More Hoophall tomorrow. So just get out there and enjoy it. And love you all. Wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. We're on YouTube. Come see us over there at 39 subscribers. We're at 39 subscribers. We want to try to make that bigger. And we want to be the biggest, best show on the East Coast as far as sports is concerned. Look at this beautiful city behind me, Springfield. I love you. Gray and overcast. Who knows what kind of weather we're going to get today. But yeah. Anyway, love you all. Wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. There we go. Said it twice. Have a good day. Go Bulls. Go Golden Eagles.